Right, we're at Oak Point from the Horton, and on the right, that's the entrance where I just came in. There's a community of townhomes. You can see there's a lot of signs available. They still got more to build too. Of course, that could change depending on when this video is actually posted, of course, because sometimes I post these driving videos weeks later, sometimes even months later. But yeah, I just wanted you to see this. Kelsey and the Holly are the models over here. And of course, if you're purchasing a townhouse, it's extremely important as well to have that house inspected. And you want to do it right from start to finish. You know, you always want to have the builders make the repairs in the process when it's built in correctly. And you know, unless you're a construction expert or construction master yourself, I should say, and when I say master, what I'm saying is that like you don't miss any defects. Now, I've spoken to many construction managers in this business that have been doing it their whole lives, and many of them have said exactly what I say, and that's the more eyes that are looking at the house, the better, because it's very hard for any one person to spot everything. So you always want to have a great team assembled that knows construction. And as a realtor with the home inspector's background, I excel at that. There's another sign for a model center up here. I thought this upper section is mostly sold out, although I could be wrong. I thought it was.
In 800 feet, your destination will be on the left.
Okay, we're out here at Emerson Pointe in Apopka. This is the MI Homes community. It's windy today. It's a beautiful day though. It's one of those days, it's one of those days, when you really appreciate Florida. It's a great looking Ford Bronco. I love the color. So just the initial impression of this community is that the homes look nice. Like these homes have a nice style about them. It's different. It's not, you know, it's not all the same. Like how so many communities look, like everything looks just the same. Yeah, very nice. Look at that. Townhomes look great. So how are they building over here? Let's see. Got a ladder in the road. I guess it's there to protect that. The air thing, whatever it's called again. So based on what I'm seeing straight ahead, at least with the townhomes are wood with Tyvek covering them. At least from here it looks like Tyvek. It's kind of washed out looking. No, yeah, that says Tyvek. And we got a truck. So I got a U-turn. Or just back up. So they completely block the whole road. And you know, when you're a truck you could do that. You don't have to pull over. Of course I'm kidding. And I didn't want to drive up on the dirt because that's where all the nails are. So that's why I'm going backwards. So with that said, you know, anytime you visit a construction site, once you get onto the sand, that's where all the nails are. And you know, a lot of these contractors don't even pick up their nails. They just leave them on the floor everywhere. I was at a house a couple of days ago and there was so many nails. Like it was just ridiculous how many nails were all over the floor. And it was like all those nails that go into like the nail gun, like that whole chain of them. Like chains of them are on the floor too. I couldn't believe it. So back to this, it looks like there's a good amount of townhomes left to build. Yeah, these are some nice looking homes. Great looking. I like this. I mean, the spacing isn't nothing great. It's, you know, close to the neighbors. But that's Florida. That's most homes, you know. Most homes are on those 40-foot, 50-foot lots. If you could find a 60-foot, you're lucky. Model is this? I don't know, but the model's a sales office. I'm going to pass on making a video of it. And you know, just from the look of it, doesn't look like they have much anyway for homes to build. Like there's not much empty land left. Maybe a few lots, not much. And of course, if you have any questions about any new construction house in the state of Florida, you know, you want the free to you representation, please don't hesitate to contact me. Of course, it's free to you because it's builder paid, but you just have to go about it right in order to get that. You know, you could go alone and pay the same price for the house as you would with having me with you, and you know, have the representation for the beginning part, which is very important, and then of course the most important part, the construction. I can't emphasize that enough. And if you don't believe me, go online and do some searches about, you know, bad construction. Look online at like Facebook groups and Reddits and different you know, different locations.
Turn right onto Martin Road.
Yep, that's a good idea. Let's go this way and just drive down the road a little bit.
In half a mile, turn left onto Apopka Road.
Then I'll stop this video. Got apartments across the street. This is nice looking over here. Nice hills. Nice hills. It's very different looking. I don't quite feel like I'm in Florida right now.
Take the next left onto Apopka Road.
Prior to being a realtor, I purchased a house without a realtor and then with a realtor who had no construction training, no construction certification. And I can tell you that it's extremely important to have a realtor with construction certification. Here's how to get my service paid for by the builder, free to you. Please contact me first before you contact any home builder. When you contact a home builder first, you may lose your paid for by the builder realtor representation. If you email them, call them, text them, go to the sales office, walk the models, anything that they can match up at the time of contract, they may say you cannot use a realtor. Please don't contact the builder and ask what their policies are either, because that would be your first contact. You see how this works? When I went to purchase my first house, I was given terrible advice. Everybody told me I had to pay for a realtor, which is just not true. I had no realtor and it was terrible. From start to finish, it was exhausting. I was treated poorly at sales offices, and after I signed my contract, the salesperson basically vanished on me. It was just a terrible experience. When I purchased my second house, I knew I needed a realtor, so I started searching. I encountered top sellers who seemed impressive, but they were just high pressure sales. They were telling me to go to the builder, tell them I'm your realtor. When you pick out the house you want, contact me and I'll come down and help you. They would show me 2 homes, 3 homes, ask me which one do I want to buy. Many of them couldn't even respond properly to an email, which is much like when I help my buyers to find resale homes. Many of the realtors that are selling these homes, it's like they don't even read what you wrote. So my realtor ended up being a new realtor. He was loyal. He went with me to like 20 builders that I picked out. He wasn't selling me out to sales associates. He wasn't selling me out to other realtors. He wasn't selling me out to resale home sellers. He was no doubt on my side. So like most realtors, the realtor that I picked had no construction training, no certification. At the time, I didn't even consider it. As we went from house to house with new construction, with resales, there were times I had questions and he didn't know, or he was kind of guessing, and he would at least tell me he's just guessing. The information that I received was incorrect. I realized that home inspectors are there to look over a house and find issues with them. But let's face it, the home inspector is with you for 2 hours, 3 hours looking at the house that you're interested in buying. Your realtor is with you, if the realtor is a good realtor, for potentially 6 months, 12 months while a new construction house is being built. Your realtor is going to be the one that's going to be there with you when you're dealing with rude, obnoxious construction managers that are lying to you when the home is built incorrectly, and they just want you to just go away. They want you to just sign, say the house is okay, or it's going to be passed off the warranty, and that's it. So having a realtor without construction background is not a good idea. And if I was going to be buying a house in another state, even though I have a home inspector's license and I am trained, I would still want to find a realtor that is construction trained, because the more eyes, the better. Everybody's going to spot something different. Just some quick tips, just want you to understand that. I believe in a comprehensive realtor service where I could answer and guide and look at home inspection reports and have an understanding of what's going on and how to help my buyers best. Thanks for watching this. Back to the video.